The time is here. Again.
Monthly tournament number 2 just happened a few days ago, and you will not believe my experience. This time, there were 80 competitors who signed up and 38 who checked in on time to join. Just like last time, the odd amount of players caused some players to skip round 1. I was one of these players. Now that the bracket was finalized, I was able to see who I was going to fight, and it looked like alone at the edge of a You know what? Nah. Who cares if Cap is the #1 air player? Who cares if he's #1 in ranked? Who cares that he actually won the last tournament? These are all minor details in my book. I still find it funny that when we were put in a thread, he responds to my lobby code with this. Of course, I had to throw it back at him to keep the mood, saying, "Let's do this." I must say with some sadness that I completely forgot to record the first round because I was processing all my other strategies, but it went something like this. In all seriousness though, I won the first round. It was super close, and I won by like 1 bar, but I remember doing the fire leap through an air blast followed by a good punch to do decent damage, which is probably the only reason I was able to win that one. He did not expect it. I was so surprised that I remembered I wasn't recording and recorded the second round. This round, Cap was far more offensive, using the air blast to push me around. But once I calmed down, I noticed something. When Cap charges at me with air blast, I could dash to the side, then fire blast him. None of my other attacks would ever touch him because they would be destroyed, but the fire blast is enough. I scared him away with the lightning just to instantly regret it because now he could come up from anywhere. So I played Ring Around the Rosie with myself to keep an eye out. When Cap returns, I take a chance, a very risky shot, and he dashed right into it. I cannot describe how relieved I was at this point because the audio was lost, but I was celebrating. When we posted the results, I was being thanked in the chat, the Discord call was going nuts. I was making sure I didn't accidentally cheat somehow because I couldn't believe it. Anyway, that's where we move on to the next fight. This fight was against Draxen. I've fought Draxen a lot in the past, and he's beaten me nearly every time because he's just gotten so good. But I've grown since our last battle too. This is where I would play the fight, but the recording was completely lost, I'm sorry. But luckily Draxen is a YouTuber and recorded the fight so you guys could watch it through his eyes.
Alright, Mr. Noob, let's see what you got. I'm gonna do laser off rip. Okay, mine should suck. Did I land him? No. Dude, I kinda just want to give him the win. Oh yeah, I'm cooked, man. Okay, he has laser. That reaches. That sucks. What is he running? Double-edged? Yeah, okay. that didn't hit. I do have ult advantage though. Alright, controller again. See if I can laser him down. Gonna go for laser though. Made him waste it. I have charge advantage. Alright. He's dashing to the right a lot. I could hit. Change it up. One dash. He's going in, aggressive. He does have laser. He's not going to use it. Messed up charge blast. Smother him. He gets ult. Okay, we both have ult. Can make a play. Dash. Oh, cooked. This didn't connect. Probably controller not working. Getting big damage. I think he's getting scared. I went for a play.
My next fight would be in the quarterfinals, and if you watched my last video, you'd remember that this is where I lost last time. And if I lost in the same place, it would be a little embarrassing. Like last time, all the matches in the quarterfinals and past were streamed to the official Elements Divided Twitch with a commentator, and he's better at explaining my own battle.
Begin.
Alright, here we go. I believe
Round one.
yeah, fellow noob going up against that kid R4. That kid R4 also, you can see here, is known as totally not Mir. Fellow noob rocking fire. Mir on to water. Quick exchange there. These bursts of fire, a good bit of damage. Just a little bit of a chunk landed there.
Oh no.
Oh, closing the distance. Mir playing dangerous. Takes a ton of damage. They're down to just a sliver of health. Tentacles will help them back to the stage, but the fellow noob will snipe them away, and that will be the end of round one. Water may douse fire, but at this range, fellow noob certainly has the advantage. Just faster projectiles being the major difference between these two playstyles right now. Mir gonna have to change things up. They're able to get a little bit of block onto that laser as well. Opting to fake with the ultimate. Both players have it available. There's Water Torrent. Little bit of damage landed, but in the grand scheme of things, maybe about a quarter of the health bar done, and Mir will get hit again. That will be the end of it. A 2-0 sweep and a quick one by fellow noob.
I won't lie here, I kind of expected to lose to Mir as his playstyle is very annoying to fight against. But he made a few mistakes by just getting way too close to me that it just drained his health. It was good practice to fight against waterbenders that use Squidman though. The Squidman perk makes you move at literal breakneck speeds, making you basically untouchable. Unfortunately, my next opponent uses it, and he won't make the same mistakes as Mir. Magikarp is definitely one of the best players in the world and is without a doubt the best water player, even though I've never actually fought him before. The techniques he's using are Vital Discipline, giving him 20% more health, and Squidman. Of course. Before this, I actually switched up my strategies, removing Double Edged and replacing it with Burning Embrace. I've seen Magikarp fight before, and his fighting style revolves around distance and chip damage. I know I'll never be able to land any big hits, so instead I'll use Burning Embrace with Laser to slowly chip damage over time. The chances of me getting any actual damage otherwise is very unlikely.
Here we go. Mr. Magikarp versus fellow
Pretty
noob.
similar to my finals match, so I'm hoping he'll give me some good practice.
A chance at the grand finals. On the line here in this best of 3. Mr. Magikarp is right. There's a fire element user waiting on the other side of bracket if he makes it there. But fellow noob might have something to say about it. They had a swift 2-0 in their quarterfinals matchup. They were able to take down a strong waterbender of their own. Oh, dashed back into the bubble. Didn't see that one as he was focused on finding Mr. Magikarp. Gets in for a good bit of damage. Changing things up again. That use of the wave to the ice wall, back to the wave, doing good work for Mr. Magikarp. And you can see that Mr. Magikarp has to do a lot to stay ahead here. Unlike in that previous matchup for fellow noob where the distance just mattered so much for fire, the movement of Mr. Magikarp just makes those projectiles a little bit more difficult for fellow noob to hit. Just a more elusive target. And Mr. Magikarp can throw out projectiles at rapid pace. You can tell they're doing so much. The daggers will actually do the trick. Mr. Magikarp
Are really making
with a
these hits, though.
confident round number 1.
Oh.
You can see that they're working their way towards that ultimate as well.
Yeah, it was Mir. What did you expect?
I don't know who Mir is.
Fellow noob trying to track him down, trying to land some hits. Ooh, wow, bounced off of the bubble there. Daggers land again. Hear that clash. Baking the use. No, that's going to be Water Torrent use immediately, and that is a good chunk of damage. Couldn't really block all of it. And now fellow noob at very low health here on round 2. Mr. Magikarp trying to end things here and now if they can. These daggers doing a lot of work. Not a ton of damage to that projectile, but the range mixed with just enough poke, they land enough of them, certainly makes the difference. Mr. Magikarp goes up high.
Oh, that was so
Holds
close.
shield. Now dashes in. Was looking for a bit of damage. He'll try and end things with the tentacles, trying to melee it. The fellow noob was able to escape. The rings bouncing everywhere. So much to avoid here for fellow noob. They're able to get away. Dash away from the dagger as well. The laser will not be enough, and Mr. Magikarp will win a 2-0 victory over fellow noob, and our grand finals is set.
Well, is that the end of me? Is my tournament experience finished? I got to the semifinals at least. Time to go eat a bagel. Oh wait, I'm supposed to fight Tempex now. Tempex lost in the semifinals on the other side of the bracket, and now we fight for third place.
Alright, for third place here, fellow noob versus Tempex.
Round 1.
Best of 3 underway. Been a fun tournament. I think Tempex had one of the most interesting or exciting plays of the day when they landed that edge guard in, I believe, their quarterfinal matchup. Just something that we typically do not see. We'll see if they can bring that energy here. Fellow Noob had a strong quarterfinal match, but fell in the semis. Good block there on the laser. Holding shield for a long period of time there was Tempex. We've seen a lot of fire today overall. Again, that damage doing a lot. You can see there, even when that last move lands, kind of a lingering hitbox just sticks with them and ticks away at that health bar. I believe that's actually one of the techniques, so something to watch for. Fellow Noob dashing away, got hit in the process. Ultimates are just about even. Good bit of damage landed. We saw the fire shield there for a moment. Continuing to throw out these fire bolts is Tempex. Oh, looked like he was going to go for the ultimate, the fire geyser, but not quite there. Or the fire pillar, I should say. Fake the use of the ultimate once again. Oh, wow. That burst, that flamethrower will actually end up catching Tempex. One more hit should do the trick. The red ring enclosing now. Tempex can't afford to get hit. Just barely dodges that laser. Holding block, looking to use that ultimate, but a firebolt, a stray one I believe, connects, and that will be the end of round one. Fellow Noob, one game away from closing out this series. They go for Zap Cannon, they don't find the hit. Quick burst up there. Will be able to just outspace the laser. Fellow Noob showing their mastery of the distance as the fire pillar, the ultimate used. But again, not really finding its mark. So with the ultimates off the table, it's back to just trading punch for punch here in the neutral. Dodging fire bolts is Fellow Noob. They go for the laser once more. Good shield that time by Tempex. Tempex takes to the middle. He'll throw a couple quick launches. But nothing quite landing. There's the fire shield. Just barely avoiding that hitbox. Dashed away. It is Fellow Noob who's winning the majority of these exchanges, as even that flamethrower, that quick burst, will knock them to the outside. Got a little bit more damage, just barely avoiding the laser. Got a little bit of a hitbox on it. You can see tick, tick, tick goes the health bar. Got back down to the ground, but took a bit of a punch there in exchange. Holding block on the laser, has the ultimate available. Tries to firebolt. Shield up for the moment, but he dropped it, and the laser connected again. In comes the circle. Tempex looking for anything, trying to gain some room back. Has their ultimate still available. Dashes away from a firebolt. Still holding center, but in comes Fellow Noob. They'll have to back away. Took a little bit of damage from the laser, holding shield, but the tick, tick, tick of the damage might be able to do the trick. They close the gap, but it won't quite land. Might have to pull the trigger on that ultimate soon. You can see them trying to line it up. Goes for the geyser. It will connect for some damage, but not enough there. Still over half of his health remaining, and fellow Noob will land the final blow. Third place to the Firebenders. Fellow Noob takes it 2-0.
Well, now my tournament experience is over. I finished with a solid 3rd place medal, and I had a good feeling about the things I accomplished. Magikarp ended up winning the finals and decided to add Gort into the lobby, so congratulations. Until next time.